Hey, what's up guys? Psynaps here. In this video, I'm going to tell you about the VideoCopilot Saber plugin. If you learned something or you like this video, hit me up with a subscribe and let me know what you think in the comments. I had a lot of fun with this plugin. In fact, when I was streaming this on the Adobe stream, Andrew Kramer from VideoCopilot, the author of the plugin, came by to say hi. He's been a huge influence for me, so I was super humbled to see him in the chat. It was pretty cool. So let's get into this. I want to show you how I made this intro and some tips on how I got this to work with 3D text. Hopefully it helps you guys out. I did some camera work here in Cinema 4D, and I'm using a font that was done by the Creative Grenade team. I'll leave some more info in the description for you guys so you know where to get the plugin and also the font. I use this 3D aperture effect that's going to be the source of all that Saber energy. It's just going to fire out a huge laser fire thing. Fire laser plasma, you know what I mean. But the idea here is really to go for something very energetic. And I just imagine as that aperture opens up, there's going to be like a text or a logo reveal after some burst of energy. So after I get all of these rendered out, I go into After Effects, and here's where the aperture is opening up. Looks really cool. So I masked out the background so that I could fit that Saber effect right there into the aperture as it's opening up. And basically that mask just kind of cuts out that center area in it. And then if I just simply add the background in, that's how I got the Saber effect to look like it's coming out of that aperture. And then when I add the text in, I just use a mask around that text, because what I wanted to do was use Saber on the edges of the text to make it look like a text reveal with a little more energy. And then you can also modify the mask to kind of fit the text, just like that. So looking pretty cool, getting that Saber effect to just hug that inside lip of the text as there was camera movement. That was the tough part, but I found out a really easy way to do it, a really quick way to do it, using this function called the auto trace. What I did was I made use of a 3D mask that I exported from Cinema 4D and combined that with the auto trace function to have After Effects automatically make a trace for me. Because let's be honest here, using a mask, trying to track this mask onto the text frame by frame is not an easy task. I'll show you exactly how I did that in Cinema 4D to get this perfect mask layer out. Select the objects, turn them into an editable object, and I basically get my 3D text face just like this. I can even delete all of the textures from it. And when I look at it like this, I can simply select that face just like so, and then split that object so that I'm left with just the front face of the text. And now this part of the text I can render out into its own layer, and I just render out the mask of that front face. I take this mask layer and go to Auto Trace, and I trace the alpha because I exported this with alpha. It would also work if you used luminance. And I click OK, and it automatically creates that trace for me. Cool. Then I used Adobe Audition to add a little soundtrack to it, and I used some really cool sound effects. I really wanted to bring out that energetic effect using some deep sounds and some electronic mechanical type sounds to the soundtrack. And if you want to see a little closer into the Saber settings, I basically started off with a preset. This one is Energize, and I kind of changed the colors accordingly to match what I was trying to do. I just wanted this lightning effect, and to make it stick on that inside lip, I chose the mask core as the alpha mode, and the compositing setting is black with the add tag, and boom, there we go. So that's it for this tutorial. If you learned something or you just like the pretty colors, definitely hit me up with a sub, hit the like button, and let me know what you think in the comments. Hope to see you guys next time on the live stream. Good luck and have fun.